My hair has now become so long I can't actually see anything. Hello everybody, welcome to the gaming channel. I'm sorry I'm late. I've had some real technical problems this morning. I could not get it to stream to YouTube for some tremendously poor reason. Anyway, I'm here now, so be thankful for that, I guess. Who's about? I'm not seeing any chat messages, so I'm assuming you've all gone quiet on me. Say hello if you're there while I set the game up. It's all good fun, isn't it? Never mind. Come on, don't be shy. Say hello. Oh, it's Steam sale time. That's never good for the wallet. Not to worry. Can't afford it at the moment. Got a wedding to pay for in, well, it was hopefully meant to be in a couple of months, but I can't see it happening now, to be honest with you. So we'll just have to muddle on through. And the game needs an update. Brilliant. This is going well. So how are we all doing? Is there anybody there? This is Radio 3. Is there anybody there? Have a look at the YouTube stream, see if anything's happening there. I suspect the chat room might have given up on me. Nope, there is nobody watching on YouTube. And I expect the same is true of Twitch as well. Shall we have a quick look? Oh, one person. Say hello, one person. Don't be shy. This is all good fun. Oh dear. I do love it when things break like this. It's, yeah, it keeps you on your toes, doesn't it? All very exciting. Okay, the game's finished updating, so we're going to have a go. Oh, Imagithorn's here. Hello, Imagithorn. How you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Right, looks like we've finally got the game loaded. So, without further ado, let's switch over to that. It's just up converting some save files apparently, so that's interesting. I do like this loading screen though. That is very good. There we go. That all looks very neat, actually. Yeah, they've released a new lockdown update because it was yeah. So yeah, they've released a new update for the game that we're playing today. We're playing Not For Broadcast, which is an interesting one. It's basically a vision mixing simulator, but set in a dystopian version of 1980s Britain. And this is right up my street for a number of reasons. First of all, I love the 1980s, so it's going to hopefully have some culture references. I don't know much about it. I've tried to avoid spoilers. But also, it's interesting because it's right up my street because I've got a degree in television production, a Bachelor of Arts in television production, which is all very exciting. Now, I never did anything with that degree, so I'm hoping some of the skills I picked up there will be quite useful in this game. So, yes, lockdown is easing at last. I wouldn't say it's mostly lifted, however. There's still various things that we need to be doing, like wearing masks on public transport, which no one is doing. So that's fun. Yay for plague. Right. Without further ado, let's dive in and see what this is all about. New game. Enter game name. There we are. Day 1, the election. That's always a good start. Okay, there's a few things you've got to keep track of in here, apparently. Let's answer the phone. Oh, no pressure then.
It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Let's do that then.
Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home.
So that's
it's only
that
a couple
fella.
of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them.
Dave, listen son, this is not my first rodeo. I have done this before.
I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw them
it's
onto the trip
Concord.
switch and we're in business. Once you've
That's
got
a nice
the power
touch. I
on,
like
face the
that.
front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us.
It's a very long end title screen.
So there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When
Come to Bumley sounds good. Crazy Neil. And My Salad Weekly. There we go. Done.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes.
Oh, no pressure then.
At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie, The Freedom.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody.
I like this guy.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the
Good
next
evening.
Nightly
I'm
News.
Jeremy Donaldson. Good evening. Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on
we're
up.
all good.
The election
Next
win
is going to be the
that
throw of
has
the
just
news
pretty
titles
much
on screen 2.
hopeful or hostile.
There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all great.
Okay.
Buys honest Andy's totally independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsley wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated.
Clearly a
And,
Benedict
of course,
Cumberbatch
we'll be
rip-off.
going live to
I like
advance
it.
headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic move.
Right, button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
Anthem News.
1. Now, lovely, mate.
Again, I've done this before.
Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
This is very 1980s. I'm loving this.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in, and it's a decisive win for advance. The landslide
Listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so keep your eye on the machine on the bottom right. You can
Oh,
move
that's
that
just
volume
silly.
door up and down, avoiding the interference using the yellow knob or your scroll wheel.
Never had to do that in when I was
and
studying.
of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However,
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't lag too early or you'll get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down
Too
to
much
the
to
8.
keep track of.
When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go top to bottom.
First break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
we're going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leaders' acceptance.
And 3,
That's all coming
2,
up.
one, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Everybody.
I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
Thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we
I do like this host, by the way. He's so moody. I like it.
Comfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Picturesque
Yeah.
this summer and experience a holiday that's simply unlike.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence.
Oh, this is my specialty. I'm good at these.
Things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I spent 3 years learning about all this. Well, 5 if you count the 2 years in college, so I do know about this. I know what I'm doing, Dave. Just stop talking. Thank you.
No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Somewhat younger version of me. I like that. He kind of does, I think. Just without the glasses. Although I'm not wearing it at them at the moment. I've lost the pair.
10 seconds, everybody. Counting in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
shop
Blunderclatch
film
on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you. I do hope that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. What a wild ride this has been. I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it. But I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it?
God, this guy talks a load of
Bleeding.
nonsense.
Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people.
The
But
little
most of all, I think I
people.
do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result.
Oh, yes.
Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, indeed. Historic. Difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive not fuck things up?
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, I've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take the exciting stuff.
I'm interested to see how good that film is. Oh god, the interference is a nightmare.
I don't understand.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now. You can go to the archive when the broadcast's done. We keep everything.
I don't know that. You think I don't know that?
He really is losing the plot, isn't he? Or he's lost the plot, rather. He's gone. He's stormed off.
Did it for you, baby.
Just trying to keep an eye on this interference.
Dr. Hemlock.
We better change the world, you know? Don't let listen to it.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
This movie looks really bad.
I need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this.
Hello, Doctorus Prime. Welcome. Oh, that's it. There we are.
The sterility. This phone. This is the key.
Stop it.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Right, okay. Add B, I think, for this one. There we go. I quite like the gameplay mechanics in this. It gives you a lot to think about.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen here is about 2
I did try and
seconds
hit the
behind
censor button, but I'm not sure how well I did. We'll see.
word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later...
Hello, the Tired Scott. What's going on is we are playing a game called Not for Broadcast, which is basically a vision mixing simulator.
For as long as the swear word lasts.
Oh, okay,
It
spacebar,
can
that's
take a
good.
bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you got to do is hold it down.
Oh,
while
that's
the red
handy.
bit is over the red line.
Oh, that's
Simple.
clever.
Of
Yeah,
course, if you
I
do
like
it by
that.
eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro.
Right, see how we get on.
Button lights up, count 1, 2...
Can't help but notice we've got 23 seconds to go and there's nothing on the feed.
We got crazy. Crazy Neil's got crazy deals.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've
Okay, there we are.
Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Okay.
Seriously, we've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome
There we
back.
go.
And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh, I'm interested to hear about this.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I
Get ready
start?
to bleep.
Go for it, Pat.
Shall I start? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming, and well, thank you all. Where do I start? Well, what a day!
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm
Oh,
sorry
God,
about the
I'm
language
sweary.
there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebrating pints. Makes me coarser than the granny's fanny. Coarser than the
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party.
Well, then why are you running in an election?
When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
Sounds like a jolly good idea to me.
You rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. Earlier today, we revoked your passport. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health.
I mean, their methods are extreme, but I can't say I disagree.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
Oh,
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, then, interesting acceptance speech there from and our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble.
Me, I'm going to be in trouble.
So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful Have a peaceful...
And we're out.
Looks like you've got it now. Thanks for the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Cheers, mate. Good luck.
This is some weird fever dream. Am I dying now?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Try not to get murdered.
Build your collection week by week, and very
Amazing.
soon you'll have a salad that really gets the lump.
Right, well, that was interesting, to say the least. I'm really liking this. This is fun. It's kind of different from how you would do it on an actual thing, but the kind of switching between cameras is a skill that you have to kind of refine. So I really like this. It is quite like how you would have to do it in an actual broadcast studio, which I've done quite a few times over the course of my media education. So yeah, I like it. It's really quite good. Who's still with us? Everyone's still there? How many viewers we got? 3. Glad you're all there. Lovely. Okay. Shall we carry on? I think we should. Broadcast complete. Let's see. Outstanding censoring, too much interference, editing was sort off. That's just rude, frankly. Rude. Final grade C. Right, we'll get better. Next one.
Alright, mate, I've left you a voicemail. I thought you'd end up here. Most people come into the archive room when they're done with a broadcast. That way you can see what you did and how it looked to the public. As you can see, there's 3 sections to the archive. Broadcasts, that's what you've put out. Rushes, which is all the stuff that was on all the screens. And adverts, which is any advert chosen to show. So let's have a look at the broadcast.
Let's do it.
Okay, on the left you can see all the broadcasts that you've done. You can also get to hear from the main menu if you don't actually want to do a broadcast, you just want to see some of your past work. Select any of those and click
Well,
load tape.
in a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national
done,
nightly
hit
news.
back.
But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear...
I like the sound of the
physicists
quotation
from
game.
East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit
This
back
is
and
genuinely
relax with
amazing.
multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson-Blimey will be grilling his guests in Incisors, and tonight sees a return for leading economist Katie Brightman. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report, before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global mega corporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat.
What is the flowered market?
Celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance Headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I mean, I think that cut was pretty good into the titles there. I'm quite happy with that. Now, the difference between the game, which it's trying to simplify things, I think, is things like titles, you would also, as a vision mixer, be responsible for queuing up. And you'd have several people in the broadcast room. You had someone queuing up that for you, and then switch to it. But you'd have to... Basically, you would have a director telling you where everything goes.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive...
So yeah, they've simplified it a little bit because it is just one person in the room. Normally you'd have a director sort of pointing you what cameras to cut to, when to cut to them, and yeah, you'd have someone queuing up VTs and doing graphics and so on and so forth. That's kind of your basic setup in a studio like this. The game's kind of condensed it down so you're one bloke in a room, and you have to sort of cut between things on your own fruition. Normally there'd be a director making those choices for you. Oh yeah, that's a lot of interference. That is a really annoying mechanic, the interference. I'm not sure how... It's quite good because it kind of keeps you... It means you have to kind of keep doing stuff while things are just playing out in front of you, but it is... Just see, there you go. It is irritating when you're kind of trying to concentrate on the broadcast as well, but... Hey-ho, not to worry.
Coming up after the break.
Where can you get warm, sandy beaches, clear waters, and fine dining? Well, we're not sure, but here in St Bumley on the Taint, we've got a big hill and the bus comes twice daily. Visit picturesque St Bumley this summer and experience a holiday that's simply unlike any other.
I think it looks rather nice.
Come and visit the abandoned spade factory. Your kids will love exploring the old production line in relative safety. Grab your tetanus shots and come down today. There's no gift shop, but feel free to grab an old handle from the skip out the back. Or why not indulge...
I really love the tone of this game. It's really good.
Like the parish church, currently the subject of a thrilling police investigation. The old market, home of the fairly big cabbage. Or the hole. Hey, that's a nice hole.
The police are looking into it.
And after a long day exploring Bumley, you can relax in comfort in one of two communal tents. Or you could take advantage of our famous nightlife. There's a radio in the cafe, or on Fridays we gather to watch tramps fight. Come on, Harold, you scruffy old meth head. Only 85 minutes from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural interest. Isn't it time your family went Bumley way? And hey, if you come in the dry season, we've got a car park. St. Bumley. On the table. Naturally.
I like it's all in Comic Sans as well. Which apparently I read this week is really good for dyslexic people.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News.
So don't be so snobby about it.
Election winners advance. But first, our very own culture reporter, Megan Wolfe, is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
I don't think I can cope with watching more of that guy.
Click on rushes and let's have a look at those.
Okay, rushes.
Okay, these 4 screens, they're exactly the same as the 4 screens that feed you the studio signal when you're doing the actual news. Of course, the difference here is you can mute any screen you like or any combination of screens and you can have a listen to what was going on behind the scenes. Just select any segment, that's any bit between ad breaks over on the left, and hit play. When you're done checking out the backstage secrets, hit back.
Shall we have a look at what the Blunderclatch was getting all upset about?
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. It's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off.
Oh, he sounds
You're
lovely.
on thin bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
I've never actually worked for a broadcast company of sorts, but I have worked speaking with some sort of minor acting talent by sort of doing like dramas and things, and also doing interviews and stuff. And I can confirm that a lot of them are like that when the cameras are turned off.
To the Shotbot films, I'm very excited.
Let's fast forward through all this lot and get to the end.
He's a wonderful chap. Those...
No, yeah, skip all this. Come on.
Pretty pivotal scene.
There we go.
And we're out.
Rob, get the car. We're out of here.
Mr. Blunderclatch.
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation are you people running?
Mr. Blunderclatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
You don't know the half of it. Rob! I'll be at the Dorset. Send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham. It's in my contract.
Oh dear. He wasn't very happy, was he?
I'm sorry, I just had to. I had to. Well, go on then, say it.
What?
I told you so.
Your hair looked nice.
See, this is why you're single.
Oh dear. The acting is not bad, actually. I'm passably impressed. It's quite low budget, but yeah, it's I kind of like this. Right, watch adverts. Let's move on. Right. Day 1. No, hold on. Day 3. There we are. You arrive home to find posts on the mat, most being nothing more than usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants you to know. Curiosity gets the better of you. You open it. It's a form from the new government asking for information on all citizens. Your first page is filled in already. Your name is Alex Winston. Your spouse is Sam Winston, and you have 2 children, Charles and Susie. Well, at least they got that right, yeah? Right. Oh, we have choices to make. Okay, you guys can help me out here. So, question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to your new co-workers, be productive and get to work immediately, ease yourself in and orientate yourself with your new workplace, or reminisce with friends about old jobs. So what do we think? A, B, C, or D? A, be friendly and introduce yourself to your new co-workers. B, be productive and get to work immediately. C, ease yourself in and orientate yourself with your new workplace. Or D, reminisce with friends about old jobs. I've got to say, this is a weird question to be on a government form. I think this is where the dystopia comes in. A. Okay, yep. We've got one vote for A. Any other thoughts? Okay, we're going to go with A then. Be friendly and introduce yourself to your co-workers. Question 2. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Oh boy, here we go. Now a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would A. help your colleague cover up the violation. B. recommend that your colleague reports it. C. promise your colleague you won't tell anyone. Or D. report the violation to your supervisor immediately. Why do I get the feeling the answer they want is D? What do we think, guys? A, B, C, or D? Yeah, this is all sounding a bit thought policey now. Not sure I'm happy about all this. What do we think? Oh, my coffee's gone cold. That's not good. The Tired Scott thinks we should keep quiet and suck up to the dystopian nightmare government. Any other thoughts? I'm inclined to agree. To be honest, I don't want to end up on a government watch list. Not at the moment, anyway. I'm sure there'll be opportunities for subtle subterfuge further down the line. Okay, let's go with D. Question 3. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would A. leave work on time. B. stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline. C. leave work early and head to the pub to chat about the changes with colleagues. Or D. leave work early and head home to see your family. Being as I am... I'm very unionised, I have to say. I would leave work on time. For the very simple reason that once you stop paying me, I'm not going to do work for you. So I'm going to leave on time. If you contract me to be... I'm a bit of an anarchist like this. In one of my previous jobs, they paid us basically an hourly rate. Which was sort of spread out over your weekly or monthly hours. So my daily hours were basically from 8 in the morning until 4:30 at night, or 8:30 in the morning till 5 at night, or 9 until 6, or so on and so forth. I worked on a reception desk, and my manager constantly said to me that what we needed to do was turn up at 7:45 for an 8 o'clock start. To which my answer was, no, you pay me to work from 8 o'clock. That's what it says in my contract. I work these hours. So I'm not giving you 15 minutes free work. As far as I'm concerned, getting in and opening up the reception desk, turning my computer on and all that, that's part of my working day. I'm not giving you that for free. You add that up over a year. That equates to quite a lot of money we're losing out on. So, yeah. This might be why my employers don't like me. Luckily, I work for the railway now, so I turn up when I'm required to, because that's what they pay me to do. They pay me for the hours I work, which is perfectly reasonable. So I turn up when they say to, but mainly because if I don't, the trains don't run on time and I get the sack. So, yeah. I feel like, you know, if you pay me for the time I'm going to be there, that's fair enough. But in that job, they weren't paying me for those 15 minutes. So I'll be damned if I was going to come in 15 minutes early. What do we think then? A, B, C, or D? Finish the cold coffee. Ew. Well, I think the kettle needs descaling. Ugh. It's not very nice. There's meant to be a filter in the lid. How's that happened? Yuck. Nice to see you, Doctoress. Take care. I'll see you again soon. No thoughts on this one? Okay. I am going to say... What do we think they want to hear? Stay late and ensure you hit the first deadline. No, I'm going to stick to my convictions. I am going to leave work on time, because if you're good at your job, you can meet your targets within the work time set. I'm a great believer in that. B, not my preference for the sake of the game. Okay, this is a democracy. We're going with B. It's the annual company barbecue and you and your family have been invited. You, A, are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. B, are washing your hair that day. C, go if you're free but wouldn't mind missing it. Or D, have been practicing with your co-workers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. For me, it would depend on where I work. Where I work currently, I like my job. So it would be a case of... Ooh. In my current job, I'd say, you know, I'd go if I'm free, but, you know, I wouldn't mind if I did miss it. You know, if I had something else to do, I wouldn't go. You know, but that's because I like my colleagues. You know, I'd consider one or two of them to be friends. You know, I'm fairly civil with most of them. You know, there's not many I don't get on with. So yeah, it'd be nice to hang out with them and get to know them a bit better. But I wouldn't mind if I didn't. So I'd go with that. In the context of this, however, again, it would depend how much I liked my colleagues, and given what I've seen, I quite like them. So I'd be tempted to go with C, but the Tide Scott has said A. Okay, this is a democracy, so I am very much looking forward to hanging out with my co-workers and my family. Yay. Question 5. You've had a long, successful career and now about to retire. In your speech, you A, list your achievements and all the good memories you have working there. B, give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. C, focus on issues and challenges you face while working there. Or D, refuse to attend. To be fair, D is what I did to my university graduation. Oh dear. No. I don't know. I'd probably go with A, because I think being, you know, if you work somewhere you like, that's a good thing to do. And if you work somewhere you don't like, it's good to rub their face in all of the things that you do like about it. So, you know, this is what I personally achieved in spite of you. And these are the good memories I have of working there. And then just list none that pertain to your job. What do we think? A. Okay. Go with that. In your spare time, you A, like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models. This could have been written for me. B, attend political ramblies and stand up for what you believe in. C, encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Or D, play in your local sports team. I'm guessing that B is what gets you on a government watch list, so I'll probably avoid that one. Probably A, I would say. If I had children, C maybe, but I don't at the moment, so A, I'd go with. What do we think? A again? Yeah, alright. Your ideal holiday getaway would be A, surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind. B, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges. C, a structured day out at a theme park, bursting with thrills and attractions for your family. Or D, a romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise. Either A or B, I would say. I like going somewhere where there's not many people and natural beauty. Scotland, Wales, I like them. Cumbria, that's another one. I like Norfolk, although that's a bit busier than the other places I've listed. Yeah, I think Tide Scots is A as well. Yeah, let's go with A. Right. It's most important that the government keeps people Oh dear. Oh, this is another one of those that end up on a watch list things, isn't it? It's important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, or equal. Oh. Oh dear. A again. Okay. I suspect equal is the answer they want. Yeah, I agree. Let's go with A. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. I don't like this. Oh dear. Right. Day 4. No, day 6. Day 6. Yeah. Skipping forward. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up a favourite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favour and you're the only one I can ask. No problem, what's going on? Or are you okay? Should I go get Sam? I'd probably be direct and just ask what's going on, so I'm going to say that. Must have seen all this crazy advanced stuff, the Assets and Wealth Act. They're calling it taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. It's blank. You've never seen Chris this agitated. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money, Chris adds hatefully, but they can afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. That's awful, but I'm not sure how I can help. You are always the well-off one in the family. Or, I'm sorry, but taking from the rich to help the poor doesn't sound so bad. Sure. Chris's eyes flash dangerously. You can't possibly be that naive. They're taking whatever they want, distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. Look, that's not why I'm here. I need to borrow your passport. My passport? What for? My passport? I can't give you that. It's illegal. It's a good question. He's clearly worried about something, so let's say what for. They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar. So, Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. Oh, okay, it's upstairs in the safe. Let me go get it and you can take it. Or surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. What do we think? Give him the passport or tell him that there's got to be another way? What do we think, guys? I mean, at the moment, all they're doing is, you know, what they've taken the passports as kind of as leverage to say, you know, we want you to pay your equal share, so we're seizing your passport until you pay up your assets. Honestly speaking, I'd say to the guy, pay your fair share, because, you know, I think I'm all for wealth redistribution personally, but I'm guessing it becomes more sinister further down the line. I'd choose to stay safe. Yeah, until I actually see some evidence that something bad is going to happen to people who don't, you know, people sort of in the middle ground, you know, like the not the extremely poor, but not the extremely well off. Until I see evidence that something really bad's going to happen, I think I would play it safe, because, you know, he's asking me to be complicit in a crime, and I'm not going to do that unless it's a life or death situation, personally. So, yeah, let's do that. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like their own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? He's sounding desperate. Oh, God. stay safe until the bad stuff happens. Yeah, I can't do anything if about, you know, the bad stuff happening if I get arrested for a crime. So, yeah, it's against the law. Fine, I'll solve this myself. So much for family loyalty, eh? Grabbing the nigh-on fluorescent suitcase, Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face now seems to bore into you. The knot in your stomach tightens. Oh, good. Guilt. Screw the 1%. Oh, dear. The country's most popular and trusted news anchor. I like Jeremy. Jeremy's a good guy. Yeah, you're right. It isn't just a grey area, is it? Oh, the phone's going again. Hold on a minute. Who's phoning me? Oh, Dave. What now? Who are this lot?
Right, oh, that's better. Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on.
Right, okay.
You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
Okay, so I've been doing this now for well over a week, and now he's walking me through it still. So, right, whatever. So, bottom 4 plugs.
Right, let's load up the adverts.
Right, so what adverts do we want
You might
today?
want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
I don't think we should be advertising the government, so let's go with... Should we play this? Is this toy safe? What's the worst that can happen? Alan James. Crazy Neil. An elegant new skin cream with a porky little... Okay, I'm excited. Introducing Advance's Go-Getters Teen Team. That all sounds a bit Hitler Youth. I don't... Okay, we're going to play it, but I'm not super happy about it, I have to be honest.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode, because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them.
Okay.
And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B.
Oh, okay. This is where the decisions you make have an effect on the world around you, isn't it?
Count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate.
Yeah, here we go.
Choose to show these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
And
you're
we're
my
off.
sister's kid.
Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Get one of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5,
But before all
4,
that,
3.
it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National Night.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavourable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guests whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23,
Actually,
becomes
no,
the
let's
youngest
go with
female
4.
CEO in history. Sophia Remington's appointment is a risk for the giant mega corporation. Sophia, as our regular viewers will be aware, has always been a wild child and has been romantically linked to several movie stars and sports personalities.
I feel justified in that. If she's a gambler, she shouldn't be in charge of a massive conglomerate, should she?
Snugglehouse. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Ward and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently
Let's go with
discovered
A.
cave system was previously thought unreachable, But thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater FLARD technology, the pair hope to
What is FLARD?
Central Cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs.
Ooh.
The footballer was
Purely for
called
taste and
out
decency,
celebrating
I'm
the
going with A.
Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance
Oh
be on the
God,
cards for
that's
these two
terrible.
budding aces? And grievous bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going back
let's go
around the
3.
country to talk with people who've seen the criminal
Or A,
justice
sorry.
system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police, and less oversight, are we using an advanced-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I like this BBC News sounding theme, it's good. Welcome, Rob Unlimited Gaming.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels in delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen.
Why do I get the feeling Alan has a bit more know what's going on than...
Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
God.
Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenstein's and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping
Oh
it full
dear,
of
he's sounding
belief
mad
juice.
now.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know,
that was
I think
stressful.
that did some good.
I hope so too.
Dave, I've got this. Go away.
I don't know what she
That
meant by
toilet's
that.
creepy. Okay, that thing is officially creepy.
All the kids have got one. That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out.
Yeah, that thing is creepy as hell.
10 seconds, everybody.
If that sticks, I'll just...
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide.
This is unfortunate.
5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No.
Oh dear.
Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife.
I think Mr. Judge is having a difficult
So you
time.
feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we've...
Oh, this all sounds a bit dystopia
And
already.
to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly.
Oh,
It's all in
fantastic.
the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, God.
Darling, I was
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You put it back in your dictionary.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
It is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of this...
Oh, God.
Hold on just a moment.
Clive, this silly one do
God almighty.
Clive, I am not having this again. Clive, I am not having this again. As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Oh, God.
Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality.
Oh, good Lord.
And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary and menacing a swap. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank, Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank, Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwank's quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank, Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying
This
to get
guy's
back
an
to that
arse.
party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank, Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Oh, good Lord.
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted?
Good Lord.
I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes, we seem to be losing a signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, let's believe that.
No, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, you were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a
This is a
broad
train
understanding
wreck.
of serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody.
That was a train wreck.
Quite drunk, it's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you
Oh, I'm good at this. This I can do.
vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
God, Dave is such an idiot.
You can be sure that your children
Looks right, I've got this.
Sure, it's Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you. 10 seconds, everybody.
the advanced go.
We're going to open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I
believed.
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And
I hate these guys.
Powerful thing. We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And to teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. Put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like
God.
a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we valley well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh, heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great! I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
This is bad.
Today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Yeah!
And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your crew lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum and for dinner he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman?
Go.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News.
That
On
was
a
so
Friday
bad.
night, Here are headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
No, it wasn't,
What
Jeff.
the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Oh dear. So apparently my music video skills in the studio are a bit rusty, but never mind. That was so bad. Oh, wow. Wow, that really was terrible. Oh dear. So let's see. What did I get in the old thingy? What's it? Right, sequence 1 I got an A. Sequence 2 an E. Sequence 3 B. Outstanding censoring, too much interference, and lovely editing. Grade C. I'm quite happy with that. My music skills or the broadcast. My skills at cutting between shots while editing music stuff are a bit rusty. But hey, never mind. Oh, this is amazing. You can custom. Oh, wrong bit. Never mind. Oh, let's see. I do like a Newton's Cradle. Let's have one of them. I'm gonna save up for a gem rebubble soon. Great, let's see. Oh gosh, you got loads of stuff. The auto we're saving up for that. Decoration, no. Repairs, no. Don't need to repair things. Equipment. Linkety switch. Get your sound and video swapping simultaneously like a boss. Ooh. Oh, lots of lovely things to think about here. I like this. Lovely. Right. Shall we have a look at the Hitler Youth video? Let's have a look.
Our children are our future. Advance knows this, and we're here to help. The new Advance Go-Getters initiative will ensure that every young person enjoys the abundance of benefits that only a true community can provide, while keeping us informed of all the ups and downs.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Even better. With a vast range of activities available, building the nation's future has never been so rewarding.
So basically, come enjoy fun activities and snitch on your neighbours.
We'll be well equipped in the march towards progress. After all, there's nothing better than moving forwards. The Advanced Go-Getters. Forwards, together.
Well, that sounds disturbing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that's all a bit troubling, isn't it? I think we will leave that there for today. I've been doing this for how long? Let's see. Oh, an hour and a half. Goodness me. I think it's time to head on and do something else with my time. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I might do more of this if you guys enjoyed it. What do we think? Let me know in the comments or in the chat room if you're watching this live. Yeah, I might play some more of this. Who knows? I quite enjoyed this. But let me know as well if there's anything else you'd like to see me play. Anything that's caught your eye recently. And I'll give it another go on another stream. But until then, thank you very, very much for watching. You take care, and I will see you again very soon. Bye now!